Okay, so excited. I've been waiting for this moment a long time, all the way from London, England. We have Jordan Bunton-Williams, who is one of the, if not the world's expert in crowdfunding. How are you, Jordan?
I'm very good, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for coming on. So one of the things, and I really look forward to in the short time we have here, just to um, learning a lot from you that we can share with our audience.
Yep.
And before we get started, because I was, to be honest, I'm not really one of these people who looks to be skeptical, but I always want to go in with my eyes wide open.
Yep.
And for those who might be a little skeptical or just unsure of what value you can bring, could you just share just real quickly a few specific examples of some crowdfunding campaigns maybe you've done or maybe one or two of your clients?
Yeah. So I'll start from the beginning. So I started trying to do crowdfunding campaigns back in 2016. And that was when I had no idea what I was doing. I just blindly clicked launch on a campaign and expected loads of people to find out about the campaign and raise the money, and that obviously didn't happen. So after that, I sort of gave it a break, but then I looked at everyone else on Kickstarter. I thought, all of these people are still raising, tens of thousands of pounds or dollars. Like, how are they doing it? What are they doing that I'm not doing? So for a 2-year stretch, I just went around and I started signing up to everyone else's mailing list just so I can see what they were doing. And I didn't want to just sign up to one person's list. I wanted to sign up to loads of people's lists just so I can see if there's any commonality between all of them. And then I very quickly noticed that everyone is using the exact same process. All the successful ones
The successful
were using
ones.
the exact same process. They send the exact same emails. They send them on the same day. It was the whole pre-launch funnel thing that I talk about in my free webinar that I run. They all use a pre-launch funnel. And so I did that myself. And then straight away I raised 10 grand in I think 32 days.
That's pretty good for your first one.
Exactly, yeah. And then straight after that, everyone started messaging me and calling me, people that I hadn't spoken to in years, saying, "Hey Jordan, I just saw you raise that much money. Could you help me with my campaign as well?" So I started telling people on the phone for free, giving them advice, just saying, "All right, on day 1, here's what you do. Day 2, here's what you do." And then they started having success, more success than I was having. And I just had another client recently who just went through the 100-day film financing program, and he had a 28-day campaign and raised 10,300 pounds with his campaign.
Now, those are pretty amazing numbers, especially for somebody doing a short film or maybe a low-budget documentary. And then what are some of the other tips or steps once you actually launch?
Yeah.
To kind of get that momentum early on that you were talking about.
Yeah. So after you've got that initial big boom in the opening 48 hours of your campaign, obviously Kickstarter, in order for Kickstarter to keep ranking your campaign, they'll need to see that momentum roll on. And a good way of doing that, and this doesn't cost a penny, is using cross promotions. Something that I didn't know about even in 2018. And that's where you reach out to other campaigns who are already live on Kickstarter and other campaigns who have raised a similar amount of money that you have, and other campaigns that have a similar number of backers that you have. And if you just reach out to them and just send them a direct message via the Kickstarter platform and just say, "Hey, we both have raised a similar amount and we can both benefit if we both advertise each other's campaigns to our mailing lists." And this is something that I saw some of the other successful campaigns doing. And they, just from doing one cross promotion, they were raising an extra $9,000 on top of their funding goal, just from cross promotions. There's no paid advertising involved in this. Just from doing simple cross promotions, that can translate into thousands generated.
Well, yeah, I never would have thought about that, but it's actually pretty brilliant. As long as it's a product or a campaign that's not sleazy, something positive, something that they believe in, It could add value to a few of the members who want to step up. Meanwhile, you're getting an extra $9,000, $10,000 possibly.
Exactly, yeah.
So if someone let's just say that someone wants to get a little bit more information, do you have some videos where they can see, or how can they find more about your finance your film in 100 days program?
Yeah, so if anyone is interested, the place where I give the most value is at 100dayfilmfinancing.com. It's a completely free masterclass that walks people through the exact system that's already been proven to work when it comes to raising funding for films. So if anyone is interested in using crowdfunding to raise funding for their films, then that's the place to go.
So I would encourage everybody, even if you're not excited about a crowdfunding campaign right now, just to go there for that tremendous value. That's probably the first video that I saw where I took 3 pages of notes. And at the end of that, there's no pressure at all. In fact, I have not invested in the course myself, but at the end of the course, if you are ready to do a campaign, and I myself am going to buy the course when I'm ready to do my next campaign, because here's why. And this is the thing that Tony Robbins talks about all the time. If you know somebody, you've done this, I don't know, dozens, hundreds of times with probably hundreds with all your different clients and people you consulted with. If you've had success and you know this framework, why wouldn't you want to invest a little bit of money that actually is reimbursable once you start the financing portion of your movie?
Exactly, yeah. The program pays for itself, because
exactly
it
pays for itself.
Yeah, the money you're going to go on and raise is way more than what people pay for anyway. So it makes it a no-brainer for anyone who's interested in doing it.
Yeah, I wish we had more time today, but you were kind enough to share just a few quick insights. And yeah, I mean, that's the video I first saw, and I've seen a lot of your other YouTube videos, which are amazing. And 100dayfilmfinancing.com. I encourage everybody, even if you were like me, you were skeptical that the Kickstarter model still works. You're going to learn a lot of information there. So Jordan, thank you so much for coming on, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.